What's happening, everybody? Zach here from undergroundstrength.tv. I get a lot of questions regarding and dealing with workouts, how to implement workouts, and there's just straight up a lot of confusion out there, and I understand that. In today's day and age, the amount of information is overwhelming. It confuses you, and you second guess what you're doing, what you're not doing, and even I get there. I always say to myself, never has nutrition or training been so confusing. Back in the day, you worked hard, you did a body part split, you stuck to the basics, proper technique, you kept adding weight to the bar, you ate healthy, you ate frequently, you got stronger, bigger, faster. Now we have don't eat this food, yes, eat that food, but only eat it at this time or only if you work out this kind of way. It's super confusing. And then people are asking me, Zach, with your book, The Encyclopedia of Underground Strength, I've got this information, but how do I do it? That's what's in the book. I was very cautious to give you guys and hand you every single piece of information, every single workout. I wanted you to think for yourself. And that's why there's quotes in here by Bruce Lee: absorb what is useful, discard what is not. So everything is different for everybody. Look at the case studies in the book. Some of those guys had to do high volume work. Some of them thrived on more of a optimal training environment, less intense, more recovery, deloading phases, whereas other guys, they stayed intense and pushed above and beyond. Utilize all the different aspects. Utilize the body weight training. Take bits and pieces from the body weight, incorporate it with the other training. Here we go. Bruce Lee. Here's another quote. Recognize that every training program is going to be flawed. I remember Buddy Morris saying that. Buddy Morris spent a lot of time at the Division I and NFL strength and conditioning level, and he said no matter how perfect you're trying to make a workout, you're always missing something. So when you guys are thinking about workouts, just hit a few exercises and attack them. The main thing I like to see is technique. You could train as hard as you want, but if your technique is sloppy, half reps, round backs, knees caving in, things like that, you will not get the results. Technique overrides everything. From the technical aspect, then you start pushing the intensity, you start pushing the weight. Don't tell me you're squatting 350 when you can't squat 185 all the way down with a flat back. Everything's got to be done with technique. I want you to take the bits and pieces from the book, The Art of Coaching. You are your own coach. I want you to implement and utilize all those things. Modern day Milo case study. Case study of Dupac's, of how he lost 60 pounds and got stronger, bigger, faster. Curls, who would do all his extra calisthenics and hill sprints on his own. Rosa, who did everything we said from nutrition to mindset to extra sports practice. The story of Curls, who became the strongest athlete in the world. All of these stories, we've got the meathead master here, the baseball beast, Chris Lee. All these stories, these sample workouts, you guys can tweak these workouts and make them into your own. I promise you that just because you're not box squatting, the world, won't end. It won't be the difference maker between you squatting, 500 pounds and 400 pounds. The effort is the ticket on the basics. So in the grand scheme of things, guys, just crush the basics. Yesterday, I didn't feel like training. I was exhausted. I just went and got myself lunch, and I was driving home, and I said, you know what? Now's the time to do the work. I went to the gym. I did the basics. I did chins and dips, and then I did bodyweight walking lunges for 500 total feet, slightly over a quarter mile. 3 exercises, but I attacked them. That's better than, doing 20 or 10 or 5 exercises, half technique, half intensity. I went in and I just attacked chins and dips, crushed them, and then I moved on to 500 feet of walking lunges and just kept pushing it. Sometimes my workouts are just one exercise or just 2 big exercises back to back. Deadlift, floor press, or it might be, the workout before this was tire flips, Bulgarian split squats, sleds, and push-ups. I mean, how basic is this stuff? And I think that's where we're missing the boat with training. We're trying to get fancy. We're trying to do percents and all this fancy shit. But look at the programs that work. My program, Jim Wendler's 531 program, it's all about the basics. Dr. Ken stopped writing for Ironmind because he said after all these years, I don't know how long Ironmind has been around, but Dr. Ken has been writing since the 80s, maybe even earlier. He said, how many different ways can I keep telling people to work hard on the basics? So I want you guys to think about that. Some of you, I totally understand, you want the workouts fed to you. You want it handed to you to kind of take out the brain effect. Sometimes I do that myself. I connect with a coach and I say, dude, just write me a workout for the next 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. And I pay them for it, and it helps get me out of my own lane, the driving lane that I'm in that has become too comfortable. So I get that, but it always comes down to the basics, the dedication, the intensity. So don't ever forget that, and don't let any fad or trick get in the way of the basics and the intensity. Keep living the code. Click the links below in this video, guys. Make sure you subscribe, share the video out, drop a comment below, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Also, make sure you go on iTunes, check out the Strong Life podcast, and go to undergroundstrengthcoach.com. That is going to be revamped, and we're going to call it the Strong Life Academy. It's the blend of training, the blend of life lessons, how to kick ass in the gym and in life. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.